All right, so let's take a look at your Captivate and let's look at a few of the big buttons. The first button is slides. You have on, if you click slides, you see the asset library, and these are music, images, videos that you can insert into your Captivate, your slides. A content slide is very much like a PowerPoint slide. They have certain presets that you can use, or you can use a blank slide. The question and knowledge slides are actually very interesting because where this differs from, say, PowerPoint or Google Slides is that this is interactive. So if you are a member of the audience, you could have a question slide where they actually have to type in an answer or choose an answer. With the question slide, it actually goes nowhere. Actually, I had that wrong. I'm sorry. The question slide actually records their answer and scores them at the end. The knowledge check slide is more a reflective question where the answer doesn't actually go anywhere. It's more for the participant just to reflect on their learning. The software simulation slide is kind of like Screencastify, where you're videoing yourself showing how to do something on the video. Actually, your screen is what it videos. Video demo. We'll actually look at this actually later, but this is where you can insert videos or parts of videos. PowerPoint slide is where you are actually inserting a PowerPoint slide in here. A 360 slide is when you take a panoramic picture and it creates it in virtual reality. So you can actually look around. You can highlight certain objects in that picture to create either other images or words to come up in that slide. So again, this is much more interactive. Themes should look very familiar because in PowerPoint you can also choose themes. A fluid box. Actually, you can set up a fluid box for how things look. So if I have a picture of Beth, it's not going to need to take up the whole slide. I want it to auto adjust to a certain size. It also adjusts size based on what the person is actually using to look at these slides on. So if they're using their phone, if they're using an iPad, if they're using a laptop or a desktop, it will adjust the size so you can see clearly. The text has two different options. You can add a text box, but you can also have one where text box where they actually write into it. So again, this is very interactive. Imagine a website that is also a presentation or training in which they actually insert answers. The shapes should look very familiar because you have these on PowerPoint. You have them on many Microsoft and Google products to insert these shapes. Objects. You can have a highlight box where they can highlight parts they're reading or you highlight parts they're reading. It could follow the words as the audio goes, depending on what you want to do with this. You can also use your mouse as a pointer by clicking here, and it will show where they should be looking on the slide. You can have an area zoom. You can have it zoom automatically, or you can create it so if they run their mouse over a certain area, it zooms so they can see it clearly. These next three are actually not lit up right now, and that's because there's nothing on my slide, but I can't have it so my mouse rolls over certain words, just like here. If you see that, let's get it pop back up now. Sorry. You see it says Shift plus Control plus E. That's actually a rollover caption, so that's an example of that. You could have it when your mouse goes over it, it creates an image, and it shows that. Or it makes a mini slide. You can also insert parts of a web page or a whole web page for showing on there, almost as if it's live. Interactions, you can create buttons that actually go to certain places, answer certain ways, or change the slide order. You can create click box where they answer multiple answers or their own personal checklist. You can create items where they drag and drop them into the correct areas, or imagine an affinity chart or things like that they can create, which goes hand in hand with these learning interactions. Learning interactions are many activities that the participant actually can do. So there's a Jeopardy game you can insert there and add your own questions. There are matching, there are sorts, there are different things that you do, and you insert the information, but it has the templates already there for you. Media, if you want to insert media, audio, video, pictures, whatever, this is where you click. Interactive video, this is also where, this is similar to that Screencastify, but also you can, when you click this, I can bring in a video that I found on YouTube. And right here, I can decide I only want to start at this point and I want to end at this point. I don't want to show the whole video. And I can insert it and it will autoplay